cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chillin' with?
I'm chillin' with MONIE.
Hey cousins, what's up? Hope everybody is doing good. What's going on? Hey twin, what's up? How you doing? I just came on here because I was gonna make a video about it, but I'm like, you know what? Let me just go live and talk about it and see what y'all are thinking in real time, because yesterday and today have been a fucking hot mess. It's been a hot mess. What's up, Smooth? What's going on? Hey, Brian. Kaylani. Hey, cousin. What's up, Positive Vibes? What's going on, cousin? You had me at the title. Yeah, because we gotta talk about some stuff because it's getting really ridiculous out here. So I just basically wanted to talk about the entitlement and see how y'all feeling on the situation. But as you come in, if you can, please do me a favor and smash the like button. Y'all know it helps us get into the algorithm. We are still growing and trying to get to 30K cousins. So yeah. Hey Nia. What's going on, cousin Avery? now you trying to look like a bad bitch. He giving face, huh? Hey Nicolette, what's going on? Is it Laya or Leia? Let me know in the comments, cousin, because I don't want to say your first name wrong. I hate when people butcher my name. Stoic, what's going on, cousin? I'm doing good today. I'm doing good. Had a very productive day, kind of busy, but I'm just winding down for the night. I just, took my shower, got me a glass of wine. So I was like, let's talk to my cousins real quick for a little second. See what they up to. But okay, it looks like we got a Leah. Okay. Appreciate it. Now I know. Leah. Now I know. Because I'm calling you your middle name. Let me make sure I'm saying your first name right. No caller ID. What's up, cousin? Hey Tasha. What's going on? Hey Dim. What's going on? Yes, y'all. Please smash the like button. And yes, please smash the like button. So yeah, I wanted to talk to y'all because I was on Twitter. There's this back and forth going on regarding, like, of course, Drake versus Kendrick, Nicki versus Cardi B, and I just feel like as long as Drake and Kendrick has been beefing, Nicki and Cardi B have been in their own beef, and this shit has been going on for a while. And I just find it so funny how Drake and both Nicki, when they're talking about their peers or their rivals, they always want to bring up streaming and bots and payola as to why their rivals are being are successful. And I was like, when you think about it, the streaming era, two names are always at the top of the list, right? We got Drake and Nicki Minaj as far as hip hop goes. Drake essentially became the face of playlists. Anywhere you turned, his face is on a fucking playlist. He was the first rapper to pull 1 billion streams, and he figured out early that the longer your album is, the more plays you can rack up, and it will benefit your album. So we see artists now with 30 fucking songs on an album just for streaming purposes only. Fuck if the song is good or not. Let's just throw a bunch of songs on an album so we can stat pad. And then you have Nicki. She was around a little before the streaming era, but she built her core audience and most of her success through the streaming era. She built a fan base that literally treats streaming like it's a sport. Like today, there was a tweet going around of her literally threatening her fans and telling them, if y'all don't go buy my music, if y'all don't go stream my music, I'm gonna curse y'all out too. That's like a fucking cult leader. Fuck if the music is good or not. Just go stream my shit. Just go buy my shit so I can one up the next bitch. Her supporters will literally run a record nonstop and keep her catalog going after years of release just to compete with Cardi B. Just to compete with Cardi B. But the funny thing about it is, for two artists who gain the most from the streaming era, they are the ones who complain the loudest about other people benefiting from streaming, or cheating. They complain the most, but they've benefited the most. They know all of the tricks of the trade when it comes to streaming. Nicki has gone off on Cardi. She's gone off on Lotto and Megan, accusing them of payola and streaming boosts. Like, I don't get it. Like, are they not supposed to have fans who support them the same way your minions support you? And then you have Drake. It came to the point that he's taking it to court, accusing Universal and Spotify and iHeart of using bots and payola in shady tactics to blow up Not Like Us. Like, this is crazy. Nicki also claims, oh, SZA, oh, Doechii are using bots and streams as well. Everyone's success is built on bots and streams, but not Drake and Nicki's. Their success is the organic, but anybody else is fraudulent. What? The audacity of the faces of streaming dominance to start crying foul about manipulation makes me personally feel like they are just exposing themselves, because how would you know how payola and streaming farms and bots work to the T that you can automatically identify it and claim you've never participated in this? Like, y'all understand exactly how the system works to the T, because it feels like you've played it before. You've participated in this before anyone else. It sounds like the call is coming from inside of the house, to me, at least. And fuck the streaming. Y'all over there at Young Money is just very entitled. From Birdman, who manipulates and robs the fuck out of y'all, down to Lil Wayne, who also feels entitled and like the world owes him something when he ignores Birdman robbing him blind and trying to unalive him. And then down to his two idiotic kids, Drake and Nicki. The entitlement is so deep over there at the House of Young Money. Both of them, Nicki and Drake, feel like Cardi and Kendrick owe them something. For a long time, this shit has been brewing. Kendrick and Drake been going at it for a decade. Cardi and Nicki been going at it for like 5 to 7 years now. Drake, for some reason, feels like Kendrick owes him something because he took him on tour. He wants us to believe that this was Kendrick's first and only shot, and if he didn't get this shot, Kendrick would never be anything in life. He wants Kendrick to kiss his ass. Ignoring the truth is that Kendrick was already crowned the king of the West Coast before you decided you want to put him on your tour. Kendrick Lamar was already buzzing before you wanted him on your tour. Why do you think you wanted him on his tour? If he wasn't already making a name for himself, you wouldn't have wanted him on your tour. Because why would you put a nobody on your tour? Why would you put a nobody on your tour? And then you have Nicki Minaj, who expected Cardi to bow down and kiss her ring after the motorsport verse. She thought because Cardi B was on motorsport with her, Cardi B should have sang her praises. Let me see if I can find this damn video. Because this lady is literally in that Apple Music interview crying with tears in her eyes. Hold on, let me see. Here it is. Oh, no, that's not it. Wait, is it playing? Oh, it's muted.
Seen her show me genuine, really fully supported her. And up until this recent interview that she did, I had never seen her show me genuine love in an interview. And I could just imagine how many girls wish they could have been on a song with Nicki Minaj.
You know how crazy you have to sound? That you're upset that this girl didn't get on her knees and thank the heavens above because she was featured on the song that you were also featured on. It wasn't even either one of your songs. It was the Migos song.
I mean, I'm not saying it in a cocky way, but like, yikes. I'm not saying that in a cocky way. I'm saying it like the first thing out of your mouth when someone asks you about a Nicki Minaj feature is, she changed her version. Excuse me? It's because of the Nicki hate parade that she felt the comfortability to address me in that manner.
Mind you, the truth is that the Migos Motorsport Nicki Minaj had a bar that said if I think like if Cardi the QB, I'm Nick Lombardi, who is a legendary coach, I guess you can say. I don't really watch football like that. And Cardi was on it like, bitch, you're not teaching me anything. You're not sunning me or anything. So don't put me in your fucking verse and say that you're coaching me. So Cardi wasn't having it. Change that fucking line and don't put my name in your verse. And rightfully so. We have no connection. I don't look at you as anything. So why are you mentioning my name in your verse? And so they asked her about the song. They asked her about the collaboration. And Cardi said, I think they asked her, did she hear Nicki's verse? And she said, Nicki changed her verse. And it was at her request and Quavo's request. What's wrong with that? Like, Cardi doesn't have to kiss your ass, and you've been upset ever since. And it's funny to me because your whole stick was when you first came out, you were complaining about Little Kim feeling as though you didn't pay homage. You called Little Kim bitter and said that her time is up and she needs to just deal with it. And now the tables are turned. Here you are crying about fucking Cardi B not giving you your props, not singing your praises, not bowing down and kissing the ring. What a crazy lady. What a crazy lady. That sense of entitlement from both of them is insane. The House of Young Money is a cancer. They are the worst thing that has ever happened to hip hop. They have done nothing to help boost the economy of hip hop when you really think about it. What have they done that significantly changed hip hop? Nothing. Nothing. Drake, you got a lot of streams for pop songs. Nicki, your most popular songs are also pop songs. Like, let's talk about it. They've both convinced themselves that everyone has to kiss their ass, follow their rules, and never be better than them. If you appear like you're even doing a little bit better, automatically it's bots and it's payola. Nobody's supposed to like other artists. Everyone is only supposed to like them too. Now, when you talk about Cardi B and Kendrick Lamar, these two don't even really, Kendrick especially, don't make playlist music. If anything, when you look at his albums, I would say maybe GNX is the only album that isn't conceptual. I'm pretty sure you can find a connection somewhere in there, but it's not as prominent as his other albums. When you look at Invasion of Privacy, yes, they have a bunch of hit records on there, but Cardi B also subtly has storylines. In her most recent album, there's a storyline. What she was going through in those first 7 years, the trials and the tribulations, the beefs that she had. Her in the beginning of the album, she's addressing the female rappers that she's gotten into it with. Then you go a couple songs down, she's talking about her situation with Offset when it first started, the middle of it, the aftermath of it. It's not as deep conceptually, but it's still a concept album. Cardi B has a knack for putting together cohesive albums, whether you like the music or you don't like it or like it. But it's the truth. Both of their first albums, Good Kid, Mad City and Invasion of Privacy, both have only 13 tracks on it. Don't include the bonuses for Good Kid, Mad City. They were both released with 13 albums. They weren't stat padding. There was no gimmicks, no organized streaming parties. Fans just showed up for both of them. No questions asked. No, if you don't stream my music, I'ma curse you out. The hell is going on? Like, how do y'all as fans allow people to talk to y'all that way? And you want to know what the true gag is? This is the true gag that both of them can't stand. Kendrick and Cardi B both hold the record for the longest charting rap albums in Billboard history, male and female. Good Kid, Mad City has lived on the charts for 674 weeks. Invasion of Privacy is sitting at 222 weeks consistently. Neither one of these projects were overloaded to boost streams. Both of them had, like I said earlier, had like 12 or 13 tracks. Cohesive albums that people still run back years later. That's the difference. Kendrick and Cardi's music carries on pure staying power. They don't need to bend the algorithm or pack an album with fluff bullshit. Their fans show up for them. And we've consistently seen that this year. Kendrick Lamar is packing out stadiums all across the world. Drake has never done that. Nicki Minaj just seen how all of these people showed up for Cardi B. Meet and greets all over the world, and people showed up and showed out standing in the heat just to take a picture with Cardi B. And now she's on social media telling people not to stream this girl's album. Do you know how sick in the head you gotta be to tell people not to stream someone else's album and to go stream yours instead? What? This is nothing but pure hate and jealousy. Because how dare the supposed two greatest female rappers and male rapper of the world, they don't even hold the longest charting rap albums in history. That's crazy to me. That is just so interesting to me. So interesting. Wild, wild stuff. And another thing, I said this on my Twitter because I think Cardi was saying to Nicki, like, why do you keep bothering me? Because we are not peers. And it's true, they are not peers at all, Nicki and Cardi. Their come ups when Nicki was popping, Cardi B wasn't even a thought. Cardi B was still in high school or some shit. Nicki broke through almost a decade before Cardi B ever had her shot. So Nicki's peers are literally Kendrick Lamar, Drake, J. Cole. If we're talking about female rappers, who was out back then? Lola Monroe. Like, those are your peers, Nicki. Those are who you should compare yourself to, especially based on the fact you always say these bitches are your sons. So you shouldn't even be comparing yourself with your sons. You always bragging about how you're in the same class of the alleged big three, but you never compare your stats to them. You only kick the other female rappers down. One of which who wasn't even around or a fucking thought when you first stepped on the game. Y'all are not peers. Y'all are competitors, though, because y'all both represent the top female rappers right now in the game. And it can only be one queen of rap. So yeah, y'all competitors, but y'all are not peers. Nicki, you have had a decade-long head start before Cardi B. A decade-long start. But what upsets you, Nicki, is the fact that Cardi B is the one with the Grammy. You think she's so beneath you. You feel lyrically you are better than her. You feel like you are better than her to everything. But Cardi B is the one with the Grammy. Granted, you were going up against, again, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Eminem for Grammy spots. That's why you don't have one. People like to say, oh, she don't got a Grammy because it's rigged against her. No, she just had better competition. And her album didn't compare. Cardi B also had good competition. She went up against Nipsey Hussle. She went up against Pusha T. She went up against Macklemore. Her album was just better. She's the one who had the multiple diamond records on her album. Cardi B is the first female rapper with multiple diamond records. And again, she has the longest charting rap album ever by a female rapper. That's your trigger, Nicki. Someone you consider to be beneath you has put up more stats that you couldn't even accomplish when it was only just you. How do you have a 10-year head start and it's only you, and Cardi comes around and she washes you? You and your fans want to keep harping on first week sales as if that's the end all be all of albums. Like, after the first week, do you guys not listen to the music anymore? After the first week, do you just forget about the fucking album? Do you just go on with your day? It's easy for your fans to do that because you make playlists forgettable fucking music. After the first week, they're asking you for more music because that shit stank. So I get it. Yes, you want to have a good first week sell number, but pretending that's the end all be all is exactly why Kendrick Lamar and Cardi B have the all-time best charting rap albums in history, because they're not just making songs that you forget about after a fucking week. That's why your album goes number one and then it free falls. You too would be in the history books if you made better albums, if you made better songs. But you're not. And that's just a fact. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. Again, Nicki and Drake, these are your true triggers because you think Kendrick and Cardi owes y'all something. Y'all believe that y'all are the best and that no one else is better than you. And when they are, and when people show genuine love and show up for them, you can't fathom it. You can't wrap your mind around it. Young Money, again, is the worst thing that ever happened to hip hop. That era was a mistake. That era gave us three entitled motherfuckers who have done nothing significant to advance the genre. They gave us a few bops here and there, right? But that's it. Where's the material that's worth listening to? Where's the material that you can play 2 generations from now for your family? Cardi B and got the best music substance wise, right? But she knows how to make a fucking hit record. You can't take that from her. She knows how to put a cohesive album together. Even if you don't fucking like it, you still have to respect it. That's just my opinion, though. Shout out to Frank. When artists are so fixated on streaming numbers, they'll put out trash music and expect customer loyalty. That's what ruined hip hop for years. 100%, Frank. Nobody cares about making good music. Nobody cares about making cohesive albums who's always talking about streaming numbers. Who gives a fuck about the streaming numbers? Like, are y'all listening to music with calculators held up to your ears? Y'all are not accountants and executives. Why do y'all care about that? Yes, do we want our favorite artists to do well? 100%. But I don't like music based on how much it's sold. Like for hip hop, for example, we literally just watched Doechii win Best Rap Album for a mixtape that sold 11K first week. That 11K sold first week is not reflective on how good her fucking mixtape was. Her mixtape is phenomenal. But you have fans who are fixated on fucking numbers because their favorite artist uses it as a jab and to throw in other artists' face. Like, yes, you have streaming numbers, but nobody gives a fuck about that pop music that you're making. That's why you have those streaming numbers. Hip hop has never depended on streaming numbers to be considered good. Taylor, appreciate you, cousin. Thank you so much for the donation. These motherfuckers are crazy. And then they were arguing again last night and today, I believe. If Nicki never got into rap, she would be two-faced. She would be a two-faced, rude, nasty, spirited, mean ass church. Goddamn, cousin. Goddamn. Rejuice, what's up, cousin? Mr. Morale, helped me overcome depression. Lost my loved ones 2 days apart than my fur baby of 13 years. Wow. I am so sorry to hear that. God bless them and you and your fur baby. But yes, Mr. Morale is very healing. So healing. That is my favorite album. I believe Mr. Morale is Kendrick Lamar's best work. I will die on that hill. I know Kwani probably in the comments like, no, it's not. It's To Pimp a Butterfly. But I get it. It's enough room for good music in all artists. 20 years ago, it wasn't nothing like this. Exactly. Everyone can eat. Everyone can be successful. Back then, nobody gave a fuck that other people released music. Multiple people were releasing music at the same time. Whoever went number one, yes, of course, you want to be number one. Nobody is saying that nobody wants to be number one. But it was okay to be number two. It was okay because the numbers were still good from 1 through 10. People still appreciated music. People still went out and bought the music. But nobody was talking about listening to music based on how much it sold. Again, fans push this bullshit because their favorite artist is pushing that bullshit. Like, y'all are not fucking Lucian Grange. Y'all are not. Do you see? I told you. Told you he in the comments. No, it ain't. I fucking love Mr. Morale. That is my shit. I love To Pimp a Butterfly as well. Kayla B. Moni, what would you do if a bitch talks shit about your child? Honestly, thank God I do not have children yet. Maybe one day I will be blessed with a child, but if a bitch talk about my kids, it ain't nothing. It ain't no coming back from that. It ain't no coming back from that. You're gonna have to see me. You're gonna have to see me. At some point, you're gonna have to line it up with me. Because what the fuck do you mean my child is an ugly monkey? Bitch, is you cool? And the thing is that people don't realize is that that's why Cardi tried to fight her the first time in 2018 or 17, I think. Cardi had just had Culture, had just had her baby. And Nicki was on Twitter. This is when likes were visible. Nicki was on Twitter liking comments, tweets with that mentioned Culture's name in it. So Cardi wanted to see her. I don't give a fuck where we at. It's up when I see you. And she not wrong. Yes, it's not good to fight. Blah, 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 blah. We get it. It's not cool to fight. I get it. But sometimes you gotta bang a bitch head between the washer and dryer to get her to understand, don't fucking play with me. Who are you playing with? And Nicki is the type of bitch you cannot argue with her. You gotta beat her the fuck up so she can understand, bitch, don't play with me. You cannot talk to her. You cannot go back and forth with her because the bitch is schizophrenic. You gotta beat her. And beat her good. And even if you beat her, the bitch probably gonna keep talking anyway afterwards. Blood in her mouth, eye black and blue. The bitch probably still gonna keep talking. That's how crazy she is. Like, there was no reason for you to mention this lady's child. There was no reason for you to like any tweets regarding her child with her child's name in it. Why are you doing that? You know that's going to provoke her. You know it's going to upset her. So you do it intentionally. And then there's people on social media like, oh my God, both of them need to stop. This has gone too far. No, don't make it about both of them. Make it about the person who's antagonizing. Because in every single instance, Cardi is defending herself. She's responding to something that's being said about her. This lady just completed a stellar rollout about herself where she talked about all of this shit that was going on over the years. She went to the booth. That's what we like to say about artists. Put it in the music. Go to the booth. She did that. And then when it was projected that she only did 200K, mind you, only because Cardi didn't make excuses or anything, but the truth is the reason she only did 200K is because Atlantic didn't send the pre-orders because they wanted to secure another spot in the top 5 the following week. So they didn't submit all of the albums, the vinyls, the tape players that people purchased. So the first week it was, oh, she only did 200K. But likely she really did 300. But Cardi, she took it on the chin. She didn't get on the internet and complain about it. She thanked her fans for supporting her, coming out, and told them to get tickets to her show because this is a tour that she's excited for. And then you have Nicki crawling from whatever rock she was rotting under, posting pictures, being funny. This whole time, you somewhere in your fucking basement watching every single move Cardi B made just so you can get on the internet and make it about you. How obsessed are you? How obsessed are you? That you're monitoring what this girl is doing and what she sold. That is sick. That is insane. And then you start quoting her lyrics from her song. So that tells us once the clock struck 12, you was up listening to her album and taking notes. What a shame. That type of obsession cannot be good for anyone's health. It can't be. Um, let me go to her Twitter because I don't think I read the tweets. Because then she started talking about this bitch is sick in the head. Look, like, why? Who called me a liar? What did I lie about? What did I lie about? Frank, what they say I lie about? But look at this. KJ, you think I'm a liar? Let me know what I'm lying about. KJ, one thing I've never been is a liar. I don't know you bitches who give a fuck about y'all enough to lie to y'all. So first of all, don't ever in your fucking life think you can come in my comment section and call me a liar. Second of all, plus she added old songs, you dumb bitch. WAP and Up did not count towards first week sales. Since you know it all, you goofy bitch. Mods, please block KJ. Immediately. Get them the fuck out of here. But like I was saying, why would you post this? Why would you share this? This is a child. What point are you what I don't get it. You can't stay focused on Cardi? Why can't you just focus on Cardi and get your digs in on Cardi? Why every time you keep mentioning culture? You mentioned her in 2018. Cardi asked you to line it up, but you hid behind somebody. KJ a Barb, get her out. KJ could be a Barb all day and night. I love difference of opinions. If you wanna support Nicki Minaj, by all means, do that. But bitch, what you not gonna do is call me no fucking liar. You can share your opinion and say, well, I think she did this to stat pad, basically. And then I will respond and actually give you the facts. That Up and WAP were, yes, they were both added to the album, but they did not count towards first week sales. That's your ignorance. But bitch, don't ever play with me and think you're going to try to call me a liar. I'm many things, but a fucking liar, I've never been one. I don't have to lie to people to get shit off. I'm the first person on YouTube, any platform, anything I say, I tell my cousins to go fact check it. Don't take my word from it. Because what I do is I don't lie. So don't call me no fucking liar. You corny bitch. There's so many fucking tweets. I don't even know where to fucking start. Because she just saying shit. For no reason. Do you know how obsessed you have to be posting someone else's Spotify streams? And then it says, despite being in featuring 25 tracks, not a single song from Cardi B's new album, Am I the Drama, surpassed 500 streams on Spotify yesterday. What this tells me is all of her music is being streamed. There's only differences in Pick It Up and Safe by Kalani, which are the two most heavy pop songs on the album. Every other song is a rap song. So that means people are going to listen to this album for the rap songs. And they're listening to all of them. They're not just singling out one song. Do you see how fucking stupid you are? You want Cardi B's fans to focus on one song, but no, people are streaming all of the songs. And it's why, again, Invasion of Privacy is the best female rap, the longest charting female rap album in Billboard 200 history, because people are listening to all the songs. They're not just singling out one song and getting them a bunch of streams. What are you talking about, Nicki? Like her fans don't think like this is not a drag. You're posting that people are listening to her music. And because it's not at 500 million streams, it's an issue. You know how fucking stupid you are? You're showing proof that people are listening to all her music. You're showing proof that people are sitting down listening to a 23 track album. And the only two songs that aren't getting the most streams are two heavily pop influenced songs. You fucking idiot. Jesus Christ. Just stupidity. Hold on, let me go. What is wrong with her, bro? She keeps comparing herself and aligning her greatness with Cardi, someone who is so beneath her, according to herself. She's so stupid. Find me, bitch. Cardi asked her for the address. Obsession. Why is she checking the daily streams? Elite Leo, she's obsessed. She doesn't want Cardi B to do better than her. Shout out to the cousin Taylor. Appreciate the donation and supporting the donation goal for the second time. Nicki has a problem with almost every female rapper. Although I think Cardi and Meg get under her skin more than the others, Nicki needs to look herself in the mirror. She is ruining her legacy. That legacy is gone, Taylor. You are 100% right. Cardi B and Megan, she hates them the most. She goes the hardest on them. Everyone else, she knows she can sun because they don't have the stats and they don't give a fuck about kissing her ass the way the other girls would, you know? So she hates them the most. Plus, again, they have the stats and they have the association to people she felt as though she should only have association to. Kelly, Beyonce, Jay-Z, all love Cardi B. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Kelly, all love Megan Thee Stallion. Nicki Minaj wanted to be the second lady of Rockefeller, if we count Emil. Shout out to Emil. I hope she's doing good. But Nicki wanted to be a rock girl. She named her fucking album The Pink Print after the blueprint. She wanted Jay-Z's approval. Young Money is the one who put her, or Lil Wayne is the one who put her on, so she feels indebted to him. But she wanted Jay-Z to be her mentor. She wanted Jay-Z to be her OG. And then to see Megan get that shot after her, Jay-Z isn't afraid to embrace Megan, put his arm around her, support her. She wanted that to be her. Cardi B gets mad love from Beyonce. Beyonce be sending that girl flowers. Beyonce included Cardi B in her Renaissance film. Jay-Z fucking cleared imaginary players for Cardi B. She envies that. She envies the fact that people really fuck with Cardi B. And that's so crazy. Because why do you care? You should just be living your life, making your music, and that's it. And that's it. So Cardi B, so she mentioned culture. Cardi B asked her for the address. She said, we're beyond tweeting at this point. Show what is your address? And we'll pull up. She gonna respond, she's so stupid. Find me, bitch. Remember y'all called the cops on us last time? Made them tell us we had to leave New York because you and your man was afraid for y'all lives? Nah, ho. Drop the receipts, Barney B. You'll be eating out the garbage cans of the Bronx in the name of Jesus soon. Nicki, why are you lying? We all saw it in real time. Your husband get on fucking, what was it, Instagram Live or something? And he's on Instagram Live threatening Offset on some random corner in New York somewhere. Mind you, he's on probation, but he's on Instagram Live with his entire face in the camera threatening Offset. You think his probation officer wasn't watching that, that's why he got in trouble. That's why his probation officer said something to him. You fucking idiot. You think you're going to be able to be on probation and threaten somebody in front of the world on social media? He's not even supposed to be on social media. He's a registered fucking sex offender. Oh my God. Like, how stupid. How fucking stupid are you? Shout out to the cousin By White becoming a member of the channel. Like, you cannot threaten people and you're on fucking probation. Nobody was scared of you. This girl has asked you to line it up multiple times. And leave Jesus out of it, ho. Jesus ain't got nothing to do with this demonic and weird stuff that you're on. Nicki still winning is for the Black girls who've been smart, more talented, more educated, more experienced, yet still watch some non-Black come in thinking they deserve their spot. Why did she always play the race card? You don't give a fuck about Black women. You're on record calling a little Black girl a monkey. You're on record saying that you will kick a little Black girl's teeth in or gums in. You don't give a fuck about Black women. You've called Black women nappy-headed hoes, Black girl tragic. Said you will piss on them, that they're your sons. The fact that you guys keep trying to throw that she's Mexican into this when Cardi B isn't even fucking Mexican is racist. Imagine if she actually intentionally called you a Black bitch. You would be pissed. You would be trying to use that against her. But every chance you get, JT as well, y'all keep trying to call this girl Mexican, knowing she's not fucking Mexican. And even if she was Mexican, why are you using that as a dig? What the fuck are wrong with Mexicans? What's wrong with them? You don't fucking care about Black women. You use that shit to get people on your side. When you hate Black women, you hate women, period, but especially Black women. You've done nothing for Black women but belittle them and put them down and try to sabotage them. Look at this hoe. Dear Culture Vulture, your mom is pregnant with another monkey to add to her litter. The gag is that she was jealous of a little boy simply because his hair was longer than all four of you bald monkeys put together. What? What is wrong with you? Why is this okay? Why is this okay to talk about a child like this? This is not okay. This is deranged. This is sick. This is sick. You calling two little Black girls bald-headed monkeys. But then you want to tweet about Black women empowerment while saying this about two little Black girls. And then you say, I'm going to kick your gums back into formation. All right, man. And now she's talking about Jay-Z. Her obsession again with Jay-Z. Camel and Rat, we are not fazed by botted tweets and bots and comments. That's precisely why you broke now. Desiree got fillers since I said she ugly now. She got uglier. Oh, bitch. Camel, let's talk about your kids today. That's on the docket, nigga. So now she wants to talk about Jay-Z and Beyonce's children. This hoe is insane. And then she retweeted this. Look at all the monkeys and roaches defending a Mexican that called them that. Cardi B was arguing with one woman who just so happened to be black, and she called her a roach in the middle of a roast session. Now, all of a sudden, she's called all black women monkeys and roaches. You see how you gotta lie to get narratives off? That's crazy. And then she says, Dear Ramir, I'm sorry that Camel framed you by putting things in your car allegedly. I'm sorry he wanted you in prison the way he wants all his enemies. He's weak, ugly too, but I guess when you have money invested into private prison systems, well, I don't know. This is all alleged. You're only saying this so you won't get sued. You want to push false narratives and then add allegedly in front of it just to avoid being sued. But stupid, this can't stop you. At some point, Jay-Z needs a fucking restraining order against this lady. I know he likes to take the high road. He likes to not care. But a restraining order or something is needed. A gag order is needed because this is weird. For you to claim this man owes you millions and millions and millions of dollars and you have yet to take him to court is crazy. And then you say Kathy White. A conspiracy theory that fucking Blue Ivy is some lady named Kathy White's child. This woman, Kathy White, was best friends with Claudia Jordan, who's come out and said, you motherfuckers are crazy. Kathy White died years before Blue Ivy was born. What the fuck is wrong with you? You sit in that house on conspiracy TikTok and YouTube all fucking day while your son bangs spoons together. Did that baby even get fucking cake yesterday for his birthday? Mm-mm. This is crazy. And then she's making AI photos. Like, what is wrong with her? This is crazy. Barney B said she wishes she was dead even after beginning her litter of monkeys. Yikes, vulture is bad for y'all. This is sick. And then she mentions Aaliyah. I am so tired of people bringing up Aaliyah in this way. That lady can't even fucking rest in peace. She cannot rest in peace because you have fucking weirdos using her as a punchline. People continuing to bring up her name is beyond disturbing. Even in her death, she cannot rest because people like to exploit her abuse she suffered as a child. And then y'all try to attach new and unclaimed stories that you've made up in your head and you attach them to her, making her a victim again to something that never happened to her. That is sick. That is sick and disturbing. She can't even fucking defend herself and say what happened to her and what didn't happen to her because unfortunately she passed away. If Beyonce enters the chat, it'll really be World War III. Beyonce will never address this bitch. And that's what she wants. She will never address it. She takes the high road. And I want to be like her so bad in my life. But me, no. I'm going to get to the bottom of it. But Beyonce is not. She's not addressing that. There's no need to. Let this bitch continue to embarrass herself. She's talking shit about Beyonce though. Attacking Beyonce's husband is her way to get at Beyonce, because she too was upset with Beyonce for embracing Megan Thee Stallion. She too was upset with Beyonce for embracing Cardi B. That Savage remix hurt Nicki Minaj to her core. She wanted to be the one to have a Grammy with Beyonce, but she wasn't. And she fucking tweeted Aaliyah, then tweeted R. Kelly. This bitch is sick in the head. I guess this is about Vlad. Very little albino dick. Nicki, please. What the fuck is going on, girl? And then she tweeted, Harvey, your time is up. Dreadlock Rasta beside you. Yours is up too. Oh my God. Oh my God. This lady is crazy. Nobody is leaving 200 million on the table, but conspiracy Twitter loves that. I'm telling you, nobody in their right mind is not taking someone to court that owes them $200 million. I would be outside of the Rock Nation headquarters every fucking day. And then I'm going down to the courthouse because somebody gonna get me my fucking money. But no, she rather tweet about it. Bitch, I'm coming to collect every single penny of that $200 million. Girl, nobody is listening to this album. What'd she say about Charlemagne? Charlemagne, did you put that bleaching cream on your dick too? POTUS, lock them all up. Imagine if you call yourself Shrump the God. Oh, bitch, lock up Boren, Lauren, and Jess with the testicles too. They're very nasty peoples. Queens niggas run these niggas. Okay. Jess with the testicles is funny. I can't lie. That's her first good one. And it's funny she calling out Charlemagne, because I remember Charlemagne being on her side when it came to Little Kim. Charlemagne was defending Nicki and telling Little Kim she was bitter and that she was making these things up in her head. Imagine a world where you tweet about R. Kelly and Aaliyah, and then a couple sentences up, you tag the president who's accused of sexually assaulting people. This bitch is not serious. She's not a serious person. She's not a fucking serious person. Don't tell me about Jay-Z having questionable behavior when you can't lay out the facts. I don't want to fucking hear it. I don't. I don't want to fucking hear it. Show me some facts. Show me some proof. Not what you feel, but a fact. That's your problem now. When y'all don't like people, you talk about what you feel about them, not what's a fact. Your opinion about them having questionable behavior isn't the truth. That's just you being a mad ass motherfucker and want to put things on people that you've made up in your fucking head that you saw on conspiracy TikTok. Show me a fact. Please. I would love to see it. We can talk about it. If Jay-Z owes you $200 million fucking dollars, why the fuck are you tweeting and making AI pictures? Bitch, go to a courthouse. Go to a fucking courthouse. That's how you get your money. Tweeting isn't going to get your money. I would be at the courthouse every fucking day with bells on before the building even opens. I would be there so much they would offer me a job. Because I need my $200 million. Do you know what $200 million can fucking do for you in your life? Nicki Minaj is allegedly in foreclosure. The court documents are on the fucking court listener website. Her house is in foreclosure. Bitch, you can use $200 million right now. Stop it. Billboard, you're fired. Crazy. Look, this is the shit that she's saying to her fans. Barbs, them albums better be moving up before I start cursing y'all out too. She's a cult leader. Oh my God. Morpheus. Jay-Z's company title at the time settled with Kanye West out of court for 3 million old. I don't know this story to be true, but let's say it is true. Kanye went to court. Key words. Kanye went to court. Again, I don't know this to be the truth or not, but I'm just saying if it is true. Kanye and his team did his due diligence and went to fucking court. Nicki Minaj is on fucking Twitter tweeting about $200 million. And why the fuck would title, oh, Nicki Minaj, $200 million, but oh, Kanye West, 3 million? That sounds smart to you? Does that smell, does that make sense to you? That Jay-Z would owe Nicki Minaj 200 million and settle with Kanye for 3 million. I want us to turn on our fucking brains. Use the brain that God gave you. Because if 1 + 1 equals 2, it does not mean it equals 4. Y'all will believe any fucking thing that you see on the internet. Like, make it make sense. And what I was about to say, look at this shit. Again, Morpheus. I don't want to hear about your feelings on topics. I don't want to hear about what's not impossible. I want to hear about a fact. That's what I want to hear about. I don't give a fuck about how you feel when you're talking about people and their so-called questionable behavior. Give me a fact, not something you feel in your heart. Give me a fact. Don't give me something that's not impossible, because again, it does not make it true. That's your problem. Y'all like to push bullshit narrative in people comment section, and then other people who don't know better, they also latch onto it and then they go spread it. So you heard that shit from somewhere else, and now you're in another comment section spreading it as if it's true. That's the problem with the internet. That is the problem with the internet. And don't think I'm coming at you or anything like that, because I'm not. I'm not coming at you. But I just want people to do better and use your fucking brains. Jesus Christ. This is a cult leader. This is a cult leader. You're demanding your fans go and spend money over and over and over again and rebuying the same fucking thing because you want to outsell somebody on the charts. Right? Rock Nation is gonna crumble. Rock Nation owe all of us at this point. Huh? Rock Nation owe every single one of us in this chat right now. All 350 plus of us, Rock Nation owe us something. Shout out to y'all though. And if you can't, smash the like button. I would appreciate that. Please smash the like button for me. Oh my God. Bodie, Nicki is responding. Cardi been throwing slugs at Nicki for the past 6 months. It's the Papa Bear for the last year online with Hennessy the ABCD. That came from Papa Bear moment. You guys are clinically in fucking sane. You guys are insane. Cardi B has not been throwing slugs at Nicki. What slugs? And I'm not even going to ask you what slugs, because you already gave examples of something that's so stupid. Cardi B posted her son and Hennessy going over their ABCs, and you think that's a shot at Nicki Minaj and her son? Do you know how crazy you sound? That this lady is online championing her son, her 2-year-old, 1-year-old being able to say his ABCs, and you think that's a shot at another woman's child? You are fucking nuts. Y'all are crazy. The ABCD line is because people say she has nursery rhymes. That's where that ABCD bar came from. People say she has nursery rhymes and that her speech is terrible. That's why she said that. It was her being sarcastic. ABCD, EFG, you bitches can't fuck with me. Even with my nursery rhymes, you're still not better than me. That's what the bar was for. She was being sarcastic. It's not a real bar. Like, are y'all slow? George Bush is going to pay for his crimes. You motherfuckers should have been left behind. I promise you. Y'all should have been left behind, because the lack of comprehension is alarming. It's scary. Like, it's really scary. I'm not trying to disrespect nobody, but y'all be grown. Y'all be grown and raising children. This is crazy. You saw a woman, you saw an auntie and her nephew going over ABCs, and you thought that was a shot at another woman's child. The reason you thought it was a shot at another woman's child is because you know that child, the other child, has challenges. That's why you thought it was a shot. You are aware that that lady's child has a learning disability. So you thought, oh my God, Papa Bear can't say his ABCs yet. Papa Bear can't put a cohesive sentence together. So why is Cardi B online, or her sister is online going over ABCs and teaching a child? That's the truth. Y'all think Nicki Minaj's child is slow. That's the truth. Y'all are crazy. This is sad. This is so sad. This is so fucking sad. You really said she was online with Hennessy teaching Wave his ABCs. So that's automatically a shot at Nicki and her child. That's crazy. That is insane. That's crazy. A mother or an auntie is teaching their nephew ABCs, and you say that's a shot at Nicki and her son because you in reality think this little nigga don't know his ABCs yet, and he should know his ABCs by now. That's crazy. I want y'all to be serious. I want y'all to be serious for once. That is not a shot. That's an auntie and a nephew having a cute moment, a teachable moment. Like, that girl can't do nothing. Anything this girl does, y'all think it's a shot. Cardi could fucking blink, and y'all will get on the internet and say, why the fuck you blinking so hard? You think you could outblink Nicki Minaj? You think you could outblink the queen of rap? How dare you fucking blink harder than the queen of rap? That's how fucking stupid y'all sound. This bitch thinks she could blink harder than the queen of rap. That's a shot. That's a shot at the queen of rap. She thinks she could outblink her. Please, just stop it. Just stop. Just stop. Oh my God. And shout out to Marjorie for the donation. Thank you so much, cousin. Thank you so much for helping me hit my goal. Oh my God. I am so dead. I am so dead. This is sick. Oh God. Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't. Which rap nigga want to get in the field today? I double dog dare you. So she just going around wanting to beef with people? Literally, her child's birthday was yesterday. Which one is your favorite album? Pink Print, the Pink Print, Pink Friday, excuse me, the Pink Print, Pink Friday, Roman Reloaded, Pink Friday 2. If you're a barb and you're in the comments, can you comment which one of these albums are your favorite album? I would love to hear which one of you guys' favorite album. They tagged Kendrick. What? That's another thing too. During the battle, they were trying to get Kendrick to battle her. What? Why the fuck would Kendrick battle her? Kendrick is not gonna go at it with a woman. Not because he don't think she's good enough or not, but he is not gonna go at it with a fucking woman. Like, y'all want to be involved so fucking bad. Thank you so much, cousin, for the support. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good commentary, cousin. Thank you so much. I can't. Bars pro screenshot of what you're streaming. Again, she's the man. She's demanding that they go and stream her music over Cardi B's. Not this person posted Cardi B. I can't. Why your fans can't just stream music when they want to? I guess TMZ has said, "Hey, Nicki Minaj, if you're available right now, we'd love to have you on TMZ Live to talk about this." She said, "Eat shit, you and the paperwork. You know what you did. Come eat my ass. I'm on my period." What? All right. All right. This is what y'all standing. This is what y'all are defending. This is what y'all are defending. Look at this girl. Now we synced up. Y'all are crazy in the head. Oh my God. Immediately, somebody take her phone. Harvey and the Rasta man said, "Come chit chat." Barbs, the reason they did all that to my husband is because he snatched the phone from Tubby and Webb, and well, y'all know. So you admit your husband shouldn't have been on Instagram Live threatening people. So you admit it. Your husband was on Instagram Live threatening people unprovoked, as if he's not on probation. If I release that call, it's lights out. They believe that before my husband, I would have done that tour and album with Barney B. So they cursed themselves for life. So you wanted to go on tour with Cardi, and this is what this is about? After all of this, you don't like this girl, but you're willing to go on tour with her because you're broke. You need it. This is crazy. This is so crazy. Just when I thought Jessica was starting to actually become some funny, says play your part. Tasha K, I don't nobody want to hear what you gotta say. Pay that nigga, pay that lady her money. Pay Cardi her money. Democrats, take them down. You are all the powerful Democrats. Remember, they lost the election on purpose. Take them down. They are a curse. Take them down. I heard the Lord say it's done. Okay, look. What is she talking about? You were just tagging. I can't. I can't. And then she posts Aaliyah again in the middle with her. What? Posting Aaliyah with Diddy and Jay-Z as if you don't have pictures with Diddy as well. Again, why are you bringing this dead lady up? This lady don't even know you. This lady was before your time. Why are you mentioning her? She said, "We will boycott every company attached to her, just like we did with BET. Every company that enabled her disgusting remarks about children and other marginalized groups for years. You have 3 days to cut ties, and that is it. That is all. Enjoy your day. We have the receipts." And they want us to believe that behind the scenes, she was not trying to stop people bags. They want us to believe that. She thinks she has the power to make other companies not fuck with Cardi B. Nicki, you think BET give a fuck that you don't show up? You think they care that you're not participating? The show goes on with or without you. You think these other companies give a fuck about you? They don't care. They do not give a fuck that you're not there. No shade. She stopped Remy from carpets, events, etc. Hence the diss. No shade, but that's Remy Ma. No shade to Remy Ma. I like conceited. I got a reason. I like conceited. I love my man, my pet, my rap. I love Remy Ma. But that's fucking Remy Ma. Were they really inviting Remy Ma anyway? If you think about it. And if I'm not mistaken, Remy Ma was at the Grammys last year. So she still gets invited places. But ain't nobody fucking checking for Remy Ma. Especially now that she's not even with Papoose anymore. She's with the Easy to Block Captain and his 3XL fitted caps. Ain't nobody checking for fucking Remy Ma. Nicki Minaj does not have the ability to stop anybody or to demand anybody from not including Cardi B in anything. They're going to choose Cardi B over Nicki Minaj every single fucking time. Cardi B has more pull than Nicki Minaj at these events. They want Cardi B to show up. They could care less if Nicki Minaj shows up. She does not have the same pull today that she had back then. It's not the same. She don't got the range to be able to stop anybody today. She thinks people are supposed to be scared of her, but all she's doing is proving that back in the day, when people would say she would get upset with other people and demand they not work with other people, she's just proving it right now. And she thinks she has the ability to still do that in this day and age. This is why people behind the scenes do not fuck with her, because she's evil. She's evil. And if you're still underestimating my influence, try me. I'm underestimating it. Prove me wrong, Onika. Prove me wrong. I would love to see it. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. I'm waiting for the day. Because you don't have the influence that you had 10 years ago. Fake bully, I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Just so delusional. Bitch, I ain't gonna lie. I've been laughing so hard for 24 hours straight. Who the fuck gonna bring this energy like good tight Hulk Onika? They gotta move around once the queen is what? This bitch is crazy. So for 24 albums, for 24 hours, you've been laughing and your child ain't getting no birthday cake. That's crazy. That's crazy. Your thing is a little questionable. My bad. Again, I love Ribby Mom. Shout out to Ribby. I ain't trying to get shot. But I'm just saying, like, let's be real. I can love Remy and say the truth at the same time. Like, she's not a A-list celebrity, you know what I mean? She's C-list at best. And that's okay. Everybody doesn't need to be A-list. Some of us need to be C-list, you know? She's still in the building. That's all that matters. As long as she's still in the building, some way, somehow, she might be sneaking in through the back, but she's still in the motherfucking house. And that's all that matters. Nadine, you are a true Monie. You're the only one saying facts. Shout out from France. Shout out to France. Shout out to France. Appreciate you so much for the support, cousin. Thank you. I can't. This lady is crazy. I guess she's threatening more people. What's new? People think that when they are federal informants, they are safe. They'll soon see that God is above every government agency man ever created. God laughs at the things man does to make himself feel safe. Your numbers have been called. Stop mentioning God, girl. Stop mentioning God. Leave him out of it. God only used me to save you, my darling. I love you guys so much. You'll never truly understand. No. Billionaires obsessed with my husband for years. Matter. Why the fuck would anybody be obsessed with a sex offender who's broke? I'm trying to make sense of this, but I think I might be driving myself crazy. I don't think you can ever make sense of this. Billionaires obsessed with my husband for years. Mad their chest looks like shriveled up ramen in the cup that been in the pantry for years. No matter how much Tybo they take, they look like a perm. These drags are whack. Nobody is jealous of this nigga. Nobody is jealous of this nigga. This is who people supposed to be jealous of. Why would anybody be jealous of her husband? What does her husband have for anybody to be jealous of? Like, cousins, let's talk about it. Can y'all list anything that someone would be jealous about for above Nicki's husband? Like, what is there to be jealous about? I'm just trying to think, like, and nothing is coming to mind. Like, one, your husband has been to jail like 20 times. Two, your husband doesn't have anything to his name. He lives in your home, your mansion that's allegedly in foreclosure. He's like 4 years older than you. You're on record saying you met him when you were in high school. He's like 4 years older than you. He beat up your boyfriend that you had in high school to get you back. And again, he's 14 years, he's 4 or 5 years older than you. So that means he was messing with you when you were a teenager. Again, he's been arrested a million times. He's a registered sex offender. Anywhere y'all go, he has to register on the government website. He can't go to schools. He can't go to parks. He can't even play with his son in a park. So why the fuck Would anybody be jealous? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Twitter. It was on Twitter the other day. Hold on. Because again, I don't want anyone thinking I'm just saying shit. Hold on. Now who took the photo? Wasn't she just on Twitter saying that her son is his first child? So he got other kids? That's pathetic. That is pathetic. You got all these financial issues. You got 2 liens in your name. And you want us to believe you're not gonna go after Jay-Z for that 200 million? That could get these liens off your name, Onika. Wow, he has at least 4 kids. But talking about Cardi B's choice in men, the audacity. How can you talk about Cardi B choice in a husband who she has her first 3 children with, but your man also has 4 children? That's crazy. That's crazy. Morpheus, please. I'm trying not to go there with you. I'm trying. Look at what Jay-Z did to Kanye. He didn't even go to his best friend's wedding. First of all, let me stop you there. Kanye West is not Jay-Z's best friend. Again, that's your problem. Y'all like to repeat shit that isn't the truth. If you are a fan of Jay-Z and you actually listen to Jay-Z's music, you know who the fuck his best friends is. And it's not Kanye West. Jay-Z has referred to Kanye as a little brother. I would have respected if you said his little brother. I would have respected that. But you said that's his best friend. That's not his best friend. And Jay-Z is a grown fucking man with his own fucking issues. They did not approve of what's her name? Kim Kardashian. He did not approve of the marriage. Why the fuck would he go somewhere if he didn't approve of the marriage and the wedding? He knew it was a bullshit marriage. Look where we are today. You talking about a wedding of a marriage that didn't even last. You're upset because he didn't go to somebody's wedding? What? What did Jay-Z say? And Friends, I'm not going to nobody's nothing if me and my wife beefing. I don't care if the house on fire. I'm dying, nigga. I'm not leaving. My marriage that I'm fighting for means more to me than your bullshit E-News documentary ass wedding. Fuck your wedding. I'm fighting for my relationship. So no, I'm not showing up and I'm not going to that bullshit spectacle. That's what it was, a spectacle for TV. That wasn't a real marriage. That wasn't a real wedding. Respectfully, I hope I am not silenced. Who's silencing you? Morpheus. What the fuck? What the fuck be wrong with y'all? Again, I was trying not to go there, but this comes off very fucking weird. Who's silencing you? This is the fucking internet. You can say anything you want to say on the internet. If I wanted to silence you, I would have kicked you out 10 fucking comments ago. Like, who are you for anybody to silence? What stake or what threat are you for anybody to silence you? You are just like all of us in here giving our opinion on trending topics. The difference is you're leading with your feelings and not with facts. But used him for hit. Anything that Kanye gave Jay-Z, Jay-Z gave back to Kanye West. They both worked. They both benefited. Jay-Z was Jay-Z before Kanye West. Jay-Z is going to be Jay-Z after Kanye West. Again, that's not an opinion. That's the fact. That's what y'all seem to not understand or grasp the concept of. You lead with your feelings and what you think and not with what's a fact. A lot of y'all have issues with that. Let's stop acting like Jay-Z is a man of high esteem. I'm not acting like anything. Nas almost ended his career, but Kanye gave him a hit album. Did Kanye rap those raps? Does Kanye even write his own raps? Nas almost ended his career, but did he? Jay-Z and Nas had a rap battle. And after the rap battle, what happened? Jay-Z went on to make a hit album where Kanye was one of 4 producers that assisted. That's like saying Soundwave is responsible for Kendrick Lamar's success. Morpheus seemed to have an allegiance to weirdos. That's what I'm learning. Morpheus has an allegiance to weirdos because Morpheus is 2 for 2. He's standing up and he's championing Nicki Minaj and fucking Kanye West. Morpheus, I'm starting to believe Morpheus sees himself in 2 weirdos. 2 weirdos with serious mental issues. That's what I'm saying. Morpheus is stuck in the fucking matrix. And that's what the truth is. It's a mutually beneficial relationship on all fronts. On all fronts. Kanye rubbed Jay-Z's back and Jay-Z rubs Kanye's back. They are delusional. Delusional. I have no dog in this fight because at this point, both of their energies effing stink. I think the real loser here is the music lover. All these antics, but no one's getting in the booth. What the fuck? It's crazy. Apparently, Nicki, or at least JT is supposed to be releasing something on Friday. If it's not a response, actually at this point, I don't want to hear nothing from any of them because they've all ran to Twitter. They've all ran to Twitter at this point. Cardi B, she got in the booth with her album. She said what she had to say on her album. And I respect that. I respect that she let it all out in her album. The rest ran to Twitter and she's responding. Isn't Bia also supposed to drop Friday? I think I would have much rather them get on wax. But then again, when you tell Nicki Minaj to get on wax, you get shit like Bigfoot. And don't nobody want to hear that. That's one of the worst disses of all time. One of the worst disses of all time. So no, I don't think I can deal with another Bigfoot incident. Yeah, 16 song album, I believe, next Friday. I'm not listening to 16 fucking songs from Diarrhea Bia. I'm just not. So I don't know. Maybe Twitter will give me the cliff notes or something, but I can't do it. Mm-mm. Just tell me the song that she dissed Cardi in. But at this point, niggas don't forgot about Bia because people are just so focused on Nicki Minaj and Cardi. Mm-mm. I don't hate Cardi B. Fun fact, I actually have the same birthday as her, but a different year. So because y'all share birthdays means you don't hate her. I don't know if you hate her or not, but that was that was a funny uh reason to use as to why you don't hate somebody. Remy Ma going to jail was a blessing for Nicki because if she didn't go to jail, she would battle rap her to death, especially in her Gaga days where she ran out like Lil Kim clones to snatch that number one and 200K, got her twisted. Nicki low key stole JT and Bia's beef spotlight. JT is on Instagram embarrassing herself. Just so damn embarrassing. Like there's no shame in her game. Nicki is just fucking ignoring her. Now she on Twitter saying Beyonce and Jay-Z stole her poses. What? I can't even keep up with what the fuck this lady is saying. Now she asking Quavo, was it worth it, dummy? No career, takeoff gone. Remember you told me you were the Beyonce of the group? I laughed so hard inside. Anyway, pay Offset his alimony, Barney B. She just dragging everybody into it. Name five tracks from Bia. I don't know 5 tracks from Bia. So I can't name 5 tracks from Bia. All I know is whole lot of money. And I just know that is a whole lot of money in this month. That's the only part I know. And then I think she has a song where she samples B.I., but that's the only part I know from the sample. And then she's on the I'm Geeking remix. And I don't even know. I don't think I've ever heard her verse. So I can't say, unfortunately. Sorry to this woman. I don't know. I don't know. And then she's bringing Quavo in it, mentioning Takeoff. That's a low blow. That's a fucking low blow. Why are you mentioning Takeoff? And this is again about the motorsport shit. Remember when All the Real Ones was at the We Go Up video shoot and she was outside Bodega Barney with no one caring? What? Now she beefing with Santana too. Santana, go back to your pig pen. You said Blue Ivy, Nappy, and North looked better than her, didn't you? What? Oh my god, this lady is crazy. Remember when Barney B tried to get gangster with Queen Billy in the DMs? Oh, Barney B, your number is called. The devil will kick that monkey out. Why is she lying? They didn't they I think I saw it, but somebody shared the DM exchange between Billie Eilish and Cardi B, and they were in the DM saying how they loved each other. It was you who tried to check Miley Cyrus. It was you who tried to press Miley in front of the world. Why are you dragging Billie Eilish into this? Billie Eilish ain't got shit to do with nothing. Billie Eilish don't have shit to do with this. She did not try to get gangster with Billie Eilish. She messaged Billie Eilish to talk about a situation that the internet was trying to rev up. And Billie Eilish was like, no, what the fuck? I don't understand what the fuck they're talking about. And Cardi was like, yes, they're trying to pin us against each other. We're cool. That's how real bitches settle shit. That's how real bitches don't allow the internet to make them beef with random people when there was no beef there to begin with. You have a conversation with the person that the internet is trying to put against you. So both of you are on the same page. Like, no, we don't have no issues. It's love on both of our sides. But you're not used to doing that because you want to appear to be this tough motherfucker when you a punk ass bitch in reality. It's you who beef with everybody. Again, using people's death for her bullshit narrative. What the fuck? This lady is sick. This lady is sick. Again, retweeting this woman's child. She really thinks someone's mad that she's with a sex offender. She really believes that. Shout out to the cousin Kim B. I don't know if I acknowledged this, but shout out to the cousin. She is crazy, like need real help, shaking my head. Truly do. Marjorie, shout out to you for becoming a member of the family. Appreciate you, cousin. This bitch is nuts. She thinks somebody wants to be her and this nigga. It's so crazy. The lack of self-awareness is so alarming. It's almost scary. It's so scary. Like she lives in a world of delusion. Is Walmart and DoorDash okay with Barney B saying she'd get a transgender to rape her man? Drugged men, dissing children for years, wishing death. What the fuck? What the fuck Rick Ross got to do with it? Why the fuck is Rick Ross catching a stray? What? She really think it's her versus the industry. And her fans just sit there and put a battery in her back. Still talking about this lady child. She's still talking about this lady's child. I can't. Culture, come get your chain. What? Mm-mm. Not this bitch said and seen. She's really nuts. She's really crazy. Hold on, let's see. So Cardi B responded to her. She said, "Here you go, starting again, nice and early, you sick, pathetic, loser ass, demonic, insane bitch. I said it back in 2018 and nobody believed me that you've been talking about my child since I was pregnant. You've been jealous of my child. I had never mentioned or talked about your fucking kid. It's one thing to be jealous of me, but to be jealous of my kids is insane. You're jealous of my kids because they beautiful and fucking smart. And that's why God punished you with having a slow ass kid. You hate your child because you wish you could brag on him and his milestones, but the only thing you can brag on is here. You fucking dummy. Jesus Christ. I don't like that she mentioned the child, but I understand why she mentioned her child. She's not mentioning her child as in to take digs at the child. She's mentioning her child because Nicki keeps mentioning culture. Culture is mentioning Nicki is mentioning culture in a negative light. I don't either, but I understand what she's saying. Children with disabilities are not punishment. Let's be clear. But it's obvious that Nicki does not like the fact that her son likely has a disability. And apparently the fans know it as well because they look at Hennessy and fucking Wave practicing their ABCs as a fucking dig. Cardi B did not mention children first. Should she have mentioned them at all? No. But she didn't mention children first. So I don't want to hear nobody complaining about Cardi B mentioning a child when Nicki Minaj did it first. I don't want to hear it. I don't. I really don't. Like she fucking said she was gonna kick her gums in. Like, what the fuck are y'all talking about? You're on the internet saying you're gonna kick somebody's child's gums back in. Why the fuck would you say that? That is worse than hearing someone saying you were punished. You're talking about assaulting a child, kicking them in their mouth. And again, this isn't the first time Nicki Minaj has liked tweets in regards to Cardi's child. This is why Cardi tried to fight her the first time in 2018. Because she was liking tweets about culture, a toddler, a baby that was just born. So if Cardi B gets a dig in at Nicki based on the things that Nicki does with her son, then so fucking be it. So fucking be it. Yes, I'm going to talk about the fact that you can't really brag on your son's milestones. And the only thing you can champion about your son right now is that he has a decent grade of hair. Meanwhile, I can champion the fact that my kids are vastly developed than yours. It's crazy. Absolutely. Neither one of them should be mentioning anyone's children. Neither one. But I understand why she said what she said. You were on the internet calling this girl's daughters, both of her daughters, black monkeys. You're calling them black monkeys. Why would you do that? And then you're talking about a child's gums because she has a gummy smile. This beautiful little girl is smiling, is happy, is living life, has no worries. And you see a picture of her smiling, and because her smile is very gummy, you want to crack jokes and say you'll kick her in the mouth. Is that not crazy? Especially coming from a 40-year-old? A 40-year-old is calling two little black brown skinned girls monkeys and roaches. That's unhinged. So sorry if Cardi is calling you out because you're embarrassed that your son possibly has a disability. To me, it's not comparable. It's not comparable. What is your name? Dear Onika Tanya Mirage, this is my last time responding to you because this past Twitter now. I gotta see you, but first I'm gonna tell you truth. You said out your own mouth that the little girl in you haven't forgave your mother yet, and that's because your mom used to stay silent when your dad used to touch on you every time he did that crack pipe. Trigger warning to anybody that's an SA victim. I'm sorry. That's mute up. Um I know you experienced a lot of trauma and abuse, but drugs is not going to help you. You need to go to therapy now. I'm going to let you know this today. You know what? Hold on. I'm not laughing at anybody being a victim of SA, be clear. But hold on. I need to do something real quick. This is what this feels like. Hold on, my headphones came undone. This is what this feels like. Meet the fucking Grams. What she say? This dear Onika Tanya Mirage. This is my last time responding to you because this past Twitter now. I gotta see you. But first I'm gonna tell you the truth. You said out your own mouth that the little girl in you haven't forgave your mother yet. And that's because your mom used to stay silent when your dad used to touch on you every time he did that crack pipe. I know you experienced a lot of trauma and abuse, but drugs is not gonna help you. You need to go to therapy now. I'm gonna let you know this today. Your husband is not stopping you from your actions because he lets you do drugs all day to numb you so he can max out your credit card. Yeah, you think I don't know? And them queen niggas that you be letting in your house every time you kick them out be coming and spilling your tea in the hood. But I'm gonna be the realest person to ever tell you. You need to get help. You need to heal that trauma. You always coming at people every time you see them happy because you got so much trauma and pain that you want to put it on others. Your fans are gonna gas you up while you literally lose your goddamn mind. You don't have no friends, no family. Just that man in your house that let you do drugs till you pass out so he can spend your money and buy the hood chains. I'm not throwing away my career and my endorsements going back and forth with words with a possessed drug addict. I'll see you when I see you. She went there. She went there. Because after all of this, again, it is beyond words. There's nothing else you can say. Like, we gotta fight at this point. We gotta fight at this point. I suggest some ayahuasca. Motherfuckers need therapy. It's here now. It's here now. She said this man is running them pockets. He's patting them pockets. He's spending up all your money. He allegedly lets you just do all these drugs and get you high and stay in the house while he runs through the hoods and buying his friends chains. This is your life. This is how the queen of rap decided to live her life. She need a straitjacket. She need a straitjacket. That bitch, he is pathetic. He is so pathetic. Because let me tell you this. If it was Cardi B and Stefan Diggs posting something, he would be on Instagram stories, posting all types of stories, being shady. He would be on Twitter talking hella shit. But you see this lady calling your two beautiful black daughters, your two brown-skinned daughters, monkeys and roaches, but you ain't got shit to say. Fuck you and Cardi not getting along. You allowing somebody to say these things about your children and you're not going to say anything? But if it was Stefan, you'd be tweeting your heart out. You'd be posting all types of shady shit. You corny ass bitch. He pathetic too. Like, you haven't defended your child, your children once. But let that have been Stefan. You'd had so much to say. She said, I'm letting you know again, stop playing with my kid, bitch. You just mad because your son's favorite color is 5. Get the fuck on, you crackhead. Cardi, that's my name. Leave that baby alone. Quiet as kept, the truth is you've been diagnosed with schizophrenia and bipolar for almost 9 years, and you also on heavy drugs, cocaine, perks, and Xanax. You don't listen to nobody around you. The only person that have the power is Kenneth Petty. But you know what happens when that Amex, when you sedate it. Tweezo, why are you in the comments? That's it. Why aren't you in the comments, cousin? Now cousin said I need to get this shit off. Not Mike Tyson blow to the face. I'm crying. Oh my God. Look what Cardi did by dropping an album. Got the internet in a frenzy. Miss Cardi is the drama for sure. I'm telling you, only Cardi B and Kendrick Lamar have the power to do this. Only Cardi B and Kendrick Lamar has the power to get everybody so upset like this. Beyonce, of course, is Beyonce. She's gonna stop the world, but it's not typically negative, you know. Only Cardi and Kendrick get motherfuckers out of their body like this. This shit is hilarious. I can't. Get them out they fucking body, B. But like my title says, Young Money is the worst thing to happen to hip hop. They are a group full of fucking narcissists who never really had an identity. They never knew who the fuck they were. A bunch of fucking losers with trauma where they need to go to therapy. They've done nothing for hip hop. They are just stuck, living in the matrix of what they used to be. No growth, no maturity, nothing. Morpheus, don't say fucking wild. I don't give a fuck how you feel about it. Don't say wild. Because you can't prove me wrong. All three of them are fucking entitled and thinks the world revolves around them. And when I say all three, I'm talking about Lil Wayne with his crying ass. I'm talking about Drake. And I'm talking about Nicki Minaj. All three of them are the reason we are in this space where we need a fucking resurrection in hip hop. All three of them have ruined their fucking legacies. All within the last 2 to 3 years. And it's been crazy to watch. Terrible. A bunch of sore fucking losers. Mind you, a lot of y'all's success was uncontested. Because the only time you motherfuckers really got off as far as Drake and Nicki goes is when people weren't outside. When Kendrick was outside, every single time, he led the pack. He was winning the awards. He was getting the critical acclaim. But you know, he liked to come outside, do his work, and then he goes back inside. Most recently was his longest period inside. But he don't stay gone for too long. Nicki Minaj, you ran female rap because there was nobody else for you to compete against. Y'all's biggest moments are when you didn't have no competition really. And when wait, what the fuck's up? But yeah, y'all biggest moments is when no one was really outside. And then when you look at your biggest records, they're pop heavy songs. They're not real hip hop songs. I was just talking to my man about this the other day. When you listen to Nicki Minaj's songs or albums, they are so pop friendly. I can't remember the last record Nicki Minaj had that was heavily dense in rap, in hip hop. You pull up this new Cardi B album, there's only 2 or 3 pop influenced songs. The rest is trap beats. She's rapping. You ain't gotta like the lyrics. I'm not telling you to like the lyrics. But Cardi pushes rap. Like, let's wake it up. Like, let's talk about it. Cardi B got her, she got her pop records, you know. Her I Like It, but she's rapping. She's not singing on these songs. Where you have Nicki, Moment for Life, that's a pop singy song. Super bass, pop singy. Nicki, what? Nicki, please. JT, I'm telling you right now, JT. If you get on this fucking song and you do anything other than smoke it, you cannot ever say anything ever again. Because you cannot get on the internet and tell us how Cardi B don't have no good lyrics, how Cardi B can't rap. You should be able to put her down. I want you to put her down, JT. And if you don't put her down, we never want to hear from you ever again. We never want to hear from you ever again. And I'm not playing. Y'all all telling us how much better y'all are than Cardi B when it comes to her lyrics. So y'all gotta prove it. Y'all gotta prove it. Starships, another pop heavy song. Another pop heavy song. I can't remember the last Red Bars like song Nicki Minaj had in her discography. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. If you're a bar, let me know in the comments. I could be completely wrong. Nicki Minaj in the last 5 years have not had a Get Up 10. Has not had a Bodak Yellow. Does not have a magnet. That is true as well. Suki Smoke, JT. You didn't even beat Suki, JT. So let me see what you're gonna do with Cardi. Tweezo, don't make me block you. Don't make me block you. Fucking Chanel, West Coast, and Iggy. Is that the song with 6ix9ine? Is that song with 6ix9ine? That's crazy. I wouldn't expect you to say Fifi. I would. I don't know. I think one of the last songs from Nicki that I enjoyed was or features was fucking her verse on the YG song. She killed that feature. Yeah, Nicki's made a lot of pop songs. She has quite a few songs with Ariana, Side to Side and Bang Bang. And those are good songs. But they're pop songs. And you're supposed to be the queen of rap. Even Little Kim had some pop songs. Lady Marmalade is one of the biggest pop records in the fucking world. But at the end of the day, Little Kim was still a fucking rapper. Your best songs cannot be pop songs. Nicki, a billionaire. Cardi, a joke to her. This isn't true. But let me ask you this. What does Nicki being a billionaire do for you? When y'all talk about other people's money, that always interests me because it's like, what does bragging on another person's money do for you? Plus, we're talking about music. What the fuck does money have to do with anything? I'm confused. Why is the conversation being diverted to money? A billionaire, but on the internet, not moving like one. A billionaire, but house is allegedly in foreclosure. A billionaire, but her last tour, she basically did it for free because she's in debt. Where are these billions and what are you doing with them? Do the billions know that she's a billionaire? Do the billions know that they belong to her and that she needs them? When your argument is someone has more money, you've already lost. We're talking about music. We're talking about verses. We're talking about fan reception, how these verses are seen, if they're pop related, if they're hip hop related. And anti popular decided the way he wanted to contribute to the conversation is by mentioning someone they don't know personally is a billionaire. You're mentioning someone's finances that are not helping you, that you can't log into an account and pull from. If Cardi B was a joke to Nicki Minaj, she would not be on a 48-hour rant and begging people not to stream Cardi B's album. If Cardi B was a joke to her in real life. If she was a billionaire, exactly, Marjorie. If she was a billionaire, she would not be on the internet demanding other entities stop working with Cardi B. I want y'all to stop saying shit just to say stuff. Okay? Smash the like button if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it if you would, as it helps, me get into the algorithm and all that. It helps the channel grow. We trying to get to 30K cousins. How did Morpheus, you know how you became a bard. Don't try to act like you're oblivious and you don't know how you became a barb. You know why you here. You know why you why you championing that bullshit. And that's cool if you're a barb. Shout out to the barbs. I just need y'all to stop being delusional. That's all I need. I got some cousins that's barbs. I don't be agreeing with their asses, but you had Barb in charge of the cousins, Morpheus. Um, Not the Timu press on. Yeah, wasn't she on TikTok selling press on nails and Kmart sneakers at one point? I don't know too many billionaires that move like that. I'm not sure. Listen, they act just alike. Nola. Peppermint. Trying to flex on with someone else's money has always been perplexing to me. That's just like JT the other day, trying to flex Nicki Minaj's numbers when she's going back and forth with Cardi B. Like, bitch, you don't get bragging rights off another bitch's stats. Like, what are you doing? Especially based off the fact that the difference between their first week sales is how much you sold with your mixtape. Actually, less, because you only put up 26K the first week. That's what you trying to diss somebody for? The same amount or less than the amount you actually sold that first week? Read the fucking room, JT. Like, that's embarrassing. Like, you should really focus on yourself and your numbers, JT, because Ice Spice outsold you. And I can say it, you are a way better rapper than Ice Spice, JT. A way better rapper. I know one thing. If you gonna put out a diss, you better come correct, girly. So embarrassing. Like, you don't even realize you're making Cardi B's point on what is it, international players? I think it's called. Um, I don't know why I'm having a brain fart. But yeah, Cardi B said, if you did my numbers, you'll pop champagne. And here go JT. If I was number one, I would have been jumping up and down. I would have been breakdancing. You are so embarrassing, girl. You are so embarrassing because you're basically telling the truth that yes, I would be jumping up and down if I did your numbers. I would be breakdancing if I was number one. Newsflash, baby, it will never be you. It will never be you. It will never be you. And then on top of the fact, if you did use your stats, you would have to include Cardi B because Cardi B gave you and the City Girls a top two, top three song in you guys' discography. Cardi B is a part of your discography. So you can't really mention your own numbers because you'd have to give Cardi B her props. She gave you one of your biggest hits, your only hits. But you want to be sucking Nicki Minaj's dick and she continuously ignores you and embarrasses you. You're fucking crazy. You're fucking crazy. Like, you were in jail and Cardi B went out her way to give you and Carisha a hit song. You were in fucking jail for fraud. For fraud. Because you was stealing. And Cardi came through and saved the day. Gave you a hit record. Did the music video. Like, that's the thanks that Cardi B gets? Mm. That's crazy. Mm-mm-mm. The calls, the calls be coming from inside the house. The audacity for a bitch who went to jail 7 times for fraud to call somebody else fraudy D. Wow. That's crazy. That's kind of wild. That's just silly, if you ask me. You referring to Nicki Minaj? Is only a matter of time before she goes at Doechii. She attempted. She's tried to. She was talking about how Doechii lost Spotify listeners. She's attempted. Doechii's gonna take the high road, unfortunately. I don't think Doechii will respond because Doechii is not. She's not into that. But then again, SZA ended up responding, and like, how the fuck? Who fucking beefs with SZA? Like, how do you beef with SZA of all people? All SZA do is climb trees, be in nature. She might say a lie here and there, but I think that's just off impulse. But SZA don't bother nobody. She just be minding her fucking business in nature, smoking her weed, drawing on fake freckles and shit. But she don't bother nobody. But you want to beef with fucking SZA. Like, girl, you are crazy to beef with fucking SZA. She is so nice. Like, come on. She tries to bait Doechii with subliminal so she can turn around and say she wasn't talking about her. She wants to reframe the narrative as her being a victim 100%. All the time. That's what she do. She throw, like you said, she makes subtle disses, subliminals towards people, and then when they react, she pretends she wasn't talking to them, and then that officially gives her the green light to keep going at them. I feel like Doechii, Doechii would smoke her fucking boots. If they actually, if anybody has a chance, other than Meg, of course, with his, if anybody has a chance to smoke somebody in a fucking rap battle, I'm putting my money on Doechii. Because Doechii can actually fucking rap. And she's fucking talented. Like, talented as hell. Can actually sing. Can actually rap. Can actually dance. Like, it doesn't come hard for her. She knows how to put on a performance. I think I said it a couple months ago. Currently, the 3 best performers that's out right now is Beyonce, Kendrick Lamar, and Doechii. That's the hill I'm willing to die on. I don't give a fuck who agrees with me or who doesn't. But the top 3 performers, when it's time to put on a show, at an award show, at a concert, anything, a late night show, them 3 are the best performers. Period. And I don't like how people try to say, oh, Doechii is an industry plant. That's one of the most talented industry plants I've ever seen in my life. Anything that Doechii gets is because she worked hard for it and she put on a fucking show. Say what you want to say about her. You think she's being pushed, blah, 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 all that. What you can't do is say she's not talented. What you can't do is say she's not a performer. You can't. I will die on those hills that Beyonce is the greatest living performer, entertainer that we got right now. Kendrick Lamar is the second best performer. Yes, I'm saying Kendrick fucking Lamar. I actually have a video essay that's coming up regarding Kendrick Lamar being the best male performer that this generation has right now. I don't know when I'm going to finish it, but I have like 3 video essays that I'm working on at the same time right now. And that's one of them. If you have not, don't, when I say best performer, please don't think of the GNX tour right now. This GNX tour is turned all the way down as far as what Kendrick can present. This shit is subtle. He's just, out there doing a 2-step here and there, blah, 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 blah. Do not think about this tour when I'm talking about performer. When I'm talking about Kendrick Lamar being the best living male performer right now, I'm talking about SNL Kendrick Lamar. I'm talking about the Mr. Morale tour Kendrick Lamar. That's who I'm talking about. That's who I'm talking about. Kunta's Grooves Kendrick Lamar. He cannot be touched. And then we have Doechii. Exactly. That's when he really turned it up. That's when he really became a performer. And you can tell him and Dave Free are on record saying it. You can tell they studied Beyonce. Because that Mr. Morale tour, incredible. Fucking incredible. Cardi B is a decent performer as well, but her coordination be off at times. Like when you can tell when she gets too excited, her balance is thrown off. But then she gets it back. Megan Thee Stallion, she's also a good performer as well. But when you're talking about greats, I'm putting them 2 on top of my list. Beyonce, Kendrick, and Doechii right now. And Doechii still has so much in store. I cannot wait for her debut album. I can't wait for it. Jess, I had to watch Mr. Morale through camera phones. Why? Why did you have to watch it through a camera phone? Have you haven't seen the tour on Amazon released the tour on their website. Mr. Morale tour performance for specifically the Mass City song was insane. He got up there and he did his thing. He was up there shaking all kind of ass. Doja is a great performer, but she not my girl anymore. But she talented. Doja is very talented. I personally don't really like her performance style because it just comes off forced to me at points. But she's definitely talented. She's just not my cup of tea. I won't deny her talent though. Have any of you listened to her album? I think they said she's only projected to sell like less than 60K first week, which is kind of shocking to me. I thought she would at least do like 100K at least her first week. And I've been seeing a lot of mixed reviews regarding her album. I personally still haven't listened to it yet because I'm not really too keen on that 80s pop um ish shit. I don't know. But I'm not a fan of Doja Cat, especially in her personal life. I can't bring myself to support somebody who was rubbing her pussy for white supremacists. Like that shit is just weird for me. That shit is weird. Um, why don't you like pop rappers? Who said I don't like pop rappers? I have no issue with pop rappers. I have issues with pop rappers who claim they are the king and the queen of rap when the majority of their discography is pop songs. You're not the queen of rap at that point. You're not the king of rap. You make pop music. How are you the king and queen of rap when you make pop music? Your best music is pop music. Like that's just common sense. That's what I'm anti. Doechii currently is a pop rapper. Doechii has a majority of rap songs, but she also has pop rap songs. Anxiety is the perfect example. That's a pop rap song. I like that song. But Doechii isn't getting on the internet and demanding people call her the queen of rap. Yeah, I can't get with that. And then her current boyfriend, they say he racist as well too. You think I'm giving my money to a motherfucker with identity crisis? Absolutely the fuck not. I'm not. I do not support anybody that has negative things to say or support white supremacists. I'm sorry. I'm a black woman, unless anybody haven't noticed. I support black women and I support black men. I don't support people who support white supremacists. I don't give a fuck how talented you are. Mm-mm. So who is the queen of rap? Currently in this generation, I don't believe there is a queen of rap. My favorite female rapper has always been Little Kim. Little Kim is the queen of rap, but she's not active today. So she's not the current queen. If we line up the women today, there is no queen of rap, in my opinion. Absolutely not. No, I cannot separate the art from the artist. Absolutely not. If you are a terrible person in your regular life, why the fuck would I listen to that demonic music? No, I'm not separating art from the artist. Absolutely the fuck not. Hell no. You think I'm gonna support somebody who's rubbing her pussy to please white supremacists who hate me and my people? Absolutely not. You think I'm listening to R. Kelly sing about fucking little girls? Absolutely not. No. Fuck that music. Step in the Name of Love is not that good. Fuck that song and fuck R. Kelly. No. Can't do it. If you are a deviant, I do not want to listen to your music. I don't give a fuck how popular it is. I can go without it. There's other things to listen to. No. Right. There is no obligation to separate the art from the artist. It's an option that hold on that no not everyone takes. Exactly. Some people can. Me personally, I can't. And if that's what you want to do, cool. You can listen to whoever you want to listen to. But again, Ignition is not that good. Say So is not that good. Mind you, another pop record. Uh-uh. Nope, can't do it. I cannot do it. Mm-mm. It will be Kim and Missy though. Love Missy as well. Love her too. So talented. Rap, sing, produce. Love a good choreography number. Missy is that girl as well. I got a few favorite female rappers. A what happened? A guy cursed me out because I don't like R. Kelly. Imagine that. Cursing out someone who worked with abused children for 20 years in defense of a molested. That's just weird to me. That's just weird. I hope you stop talking to him. If that's someone you were talking to. Like, but there are a lot of artists who are terrible behind the scenes. Yep, and I don't support them. So I don't get your point. And I don't support them. If you want to support them, rock out. But that don't mean I have to support them. My Rolodex of music is very limited as far as like my favorite artists and who I go back to listen to consistently. Do I listen to other music here and there? Sure. If especially like if it's new music, I'll listen to it to hear what it got. It's what it is, but I'm not bumping it. I'm not what they say. I'm not getting in the car and bumping it. I've died. I just died. Mo, did you forgive Chris Brown? What did Chris Brown do to me that I need to forgive? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Chris Brown has never done anything to me. Are you asking, do I think he's a terrible person? If you're asking me if I think Chris Brown is a terrible person, 100%. If that's what you're looking for, 100%. He's a terrible person and he makes the same music over and over again. He makes the same 3 songs. If that's what you're asking me, Mo. But Chris Brown has never personally done anything to me for me to forgive or not forgive him. Um just said fuck Chris Brown. Okay, yeah. And I'm not a fan of Chris Brown. No, I'm not. When I was younger, I was a fan of Chris Brown. Not like a fan. Like I appreciated his music. But I wasn't like one of those girls who just loved him. In passing, I would listen to his music, but that was it. I wasn't big on him. Like my crush when I was growing up as a little girl was Little Bow Wow. You could not tell me Little Bow Wow wasn't my boyfriend. Loved Little Bow Wow. That was my man. My man, my man, my man, my man, my man, my man, my man. And then you grow up and you realize how corny motherfuckers is. It is like, I really had a crush on you, but you're a lame. Like Shad Moss, which is Bow Wow's real name. I can't fuck with Shad Moss. But Bow Wow, love him down. Bought every album, had all the posters on my wall. I was just listening to Beware of Dog the other day. I know it from track 1 to the last track. I can rap Bounce With Me as if I wrote it. That's how much I loved Bow Wow. But I wasn't into Chris Brown. That wasn't my thing. Chris Brown, he's not who people want him to be. They like comparing him to Michael Jackson, and he's further from that. He does not have a classic album, and if he does have a classic album, it's likely his first album or Fame. He doesn't have a Thriller. He doesn't have a Confessions in his discography. He doesn't even have a Single Ladies. But they like to compare him to Michael Jackson because he can backflip on beat. Okay, if you say so. And then on top of his abuse, like, no. You bring up his abuse, his fans automatically think you're talking about Rihanna. What about the other women? We're not even talking about Rihanna. But no, I don't see it for Chris Brown. I just don't. I don't see it for Chris Brown. He's also a colorist, allegedly. Tokyo Tony ripped his ass apart over that shit years ago. And then most recently there was some girls on TikTok complaining about them not being able to get in his section. They got kicked out of his section or wasn't let into the section. Why are you surprised? There has already been rumors about him being colorist. What made you think you were special? That's a problem with a lot of women. They know things, they hear things, they see things, but they think they have the ability to be able to change someone's mind. So they attempt to change someone's mind, and then when the person's mind not changed, they're offended. And I think that's what happened recently with those girls on TikTok. You've heard the rumors about him being a colorist. Even the girl, Kelsey, who got on stage. I think she's Taylor Swift's boyfriend's ex. She got on stage with him at his concert, and he was humping on her. And then she posted it on her Instagram, and she captioned it, "Did it for the brown skin girls." That is so weird. So you heard the rumor about him being a colorist. You're a brown skin girl, and then you got on stage and said you did it for them. You're a fucking weirdo too. You didn't do anything for the brown girls because at the end of the day, he still don't like dark skinned brown girls. Allegedly. No, bitch, you did that for yourself. You're a fucking weirdo. You ain't do shit for the brown girls. But yeah, I separate the artist. I can't not separate the artist from the music. If you're a terrible person in real life, I don't want to listen to your music. I don't want to hear what you have to say. I just don't. I love Rihanna's music, but ASAP Rocky is also a blatant colorist. I don't even listen to ASAP Rocky music because so I can't even tell you what ASAP Rocky music sound like. I think the last ASAP Rocky song I remember is "Fucking the Problems," and I only know that song because Kendrick is on it. ASAP Rocky is not my type of music. Um, yeah, I don't listen to ASAP Rocky. And Rihanna is problematic as well, too. But she's not problematic to the point where she's hurt people or like a sexual deviant or anything. Like she just like to be messy. She like drama. Her Twitter days were fucking hilarious. Twitter Rihanna was a menace to society. I can't either because if Kendrick was anything like Jermaine Cole, I would have never played Mr. Morale. Oh my god. That's and that's like with Kendrick as well. I remember somebody was asking me, they were talking about the Drake and Kendrick beef, of course, and they were talking about what's true and what's not true. And they were saying, um, they were asking me why I don't like Drake. And I was like, I've never liked Drake. Like his music has just always been corny to me. Um, and then it's like the incidents with underage girls or girls way younger than him. Like his interactions are just very weird. And mind you, this is not just me thinking of this in 2024. Like I've said these things years ago. There's a clear history of him being weird and having weird interactions with young girls. So I've never been a fan of his music. Plus, again, his music is very playlisty. It's it's literally music that you can just put on, and if you need to um just have music in the background, is nothing of substance. And I like music with substance. I like music that make me think. I like music that tells a story. If I go out to the club or something and I hear the music, okay, cool, I'll do a little 1-2 step. But in reality, he just comes off like a loser to me, like a geek who ran into some money and now he thinks he's the big shit. That's how he's always come off to me. Like someone that's trying to fit in, someone that's trying to correct trauma from when he was a child, where he was bullied probably, where he felt as though he didn't fit in because he had an identity crisis. Like that's just how he always came off to me. And it's nothing wrong with having identity crisis, but I don't like anybody who's woe is me. Bitch, go get therapy. Go get therapy. Exactly. Nikia. He's a goofball. Just very corny. So I've never adapted to his or felt attached to his music. And then so people were like, "Oh, well, we don't know if it's true." What I do know is what I fucking see. And I see that there's weird incidents. And they were like, "Well, what if it's true that Kendrick beat up his wife?" First of all, there's no proof of incidents of him doing these things to his wife. And if I ever found out that Kendrick Lamar beat Whitney, then I'm gonna address Kendrick Lamar beating Whitney. I don't have any issues with saying the same thing that I say about other artists regarding my favorite artists. One thing I'm not is fake. So if Kendrick Lamar was ever a part of anything where he did something bad, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to say Kendrick Lamar did something bad. Everybody, no one is absolved of accountability. I don't like Kendrick that much to where I'm going to ignore him beating Whitney. The fuck? I don't like artists to the point where I just ignore when they do deviant shit. Exactly. I can hold my favorite accountable. Some of y'all are very weird. Some of y'all are very parasocial, where you will just ignore your favorite artist doing weirdo shit. Y'all just be letting motherfuckers get away with doing anything and defending it. Like, I will never in my life, if true, I will never in my life get on here and defend Kendrick beating Whitney. Like, that is crazy. There's no excuse for that. Like, that is not no shit that I'm gonna look past at all for anybody, whether it's my favorite artist or my real family in life. I know this lady not still on here talking. Oh no, that's old. But he made graduation. They really be saying that. They really be saying that. Especially when it comes to Kanye West. This motherfucker be on Twitter talking about he part of the Klan, he support the Klan. And they're like, oh, I can look past it. I know he called us I know he said racist shit about people. I know he talked bad about black people. I know he said slavery was a choice. But he made graduation is not that good. Graduation is not that good. Would you stop being a fan though of Kendrick Lamar? Absolutely. If I found out that he was an abuser, I 100% would stop being a fan of his because I don't support abusers, especially one that's not going to take accountability. That's the thing with artists. You have to, if none of us, nobody in life is perfect. I'll say this. Nobody in life is perfect. Perfect. We've all done shit likely that we should not have ever done. One might be more extreme than the other ones. One might not be on the same level as the other ones. What song is that? Hold on, let me see something. Because Kendrick literally has a song about this on Mr. Morale. What fucking song is it? Is it Mr. Morale? Or is it Unite and Grieve? I'm having a fucking brain fart. Worldwide Steppers, it is. Kendrick Lamar talks about this on Worldwide Steppers. We all are killers, quote unquote, to a certain extent. We've all done bad shit that we shouldn't have done in life. One is just more extensive than the other one. It's what you do after you do those things. Rehabilitation is a real thing. Learning from your mistakes is a real thing. You have to acknowledge your deviance and then you have to work to make it better. If you do deviant things and you don't work to become a better person and show that you are ready to be back acclimated into society, so to speak, then no, people are not going to forgive you. People are not going to want to still support you. But if you show growth and change, that you're becoming a better person, then people can respect you and people can forgive, quote unquote, you. A lot of people don't do that. A lot of people continue to be fucking abusers. That's why people can't get over the fact that Chris Brown is an abuser, because he can say, "Oh, I've learned from my mistakes from Rihanna. I'm sorry for beating the shit out of her. I'm sorry for fighting her." But then you go ahead and abuse 3 other women down the line. You're still the same person. You've shown no growth. You've shown no change. And that's where a lot of people fuck up. You have to do the inner work and you have to change yourself if you did something bad. Graduation is a great album with many hits. Yes, it is a good album, but it ain't good enough for me to ignore the fact that you got on a stream with academics in a fucking all black KKK suit. Fuck the graduation and fuck you. I'm not going to excuse the fact that you said slavery was a choice and that black people was okay with being beat, killed, abused, and oppressed. Fuck that album. Exact. Fans will allow their faves to cop please instead of rehabilitating themselves and accepting accountability. Exactly. I'm not going to continue to support somebody who don't take accountability, who don't go to rehab, who don't go to therapy, who don't do the inner work on themselves. A group of people took away his family and froze his bank accounts. How would you feel? What the fuck does that got to do with him saying slavery was a choice? So you think it's okay for him to attack other people instead of attacking the people who took his family away and froze his bank accounts? What the fuck does that got to do with black people? What the fuck does that have to him cosplaying the KKK? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Go to fucking court, get a fucking lawyer. If your family was taken away from you and you want custody of your kids, go to fucking court and get custody of your kids or fight for half of custody of your kids. If someone froze your bank account, go to the fucking courts and try to get the shit unfrozen. I don't understand your line of logic. What the fuck does his bank account being froze and his kids being taken away from him have to do with him saying slavery was a choice? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Are you saying the slaves took his family away? Are you saying the slaves froze his bank accounts? What's your point? Like what? I don't give a fuck about you disrespecting my ancestors, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck your bank account. Fuck you claiming to want to fight for your kids. That's another thing I hate with men who talk about fighting for their kids but never want to go to fucking court. You want to come to the internet and talk about your fucking kids but never go to court. Go talk to a judge, motherfucker. Go get actual custody of your children. Go try to get 50% custody of your children. Show me that. Don't show me no tweets. And I'm saying that for celebrities and men in real life. Women as well, because there's some deadbeat mothers too. We ignored him going on stage and interrupting Taylor. That was the first sign. Mind you, gentle expressions. That wasn't even the first time Kanye ran on stage and took somebody's moment. I believe before that, I think it was a Europe award show or something like that. He went on stage and interrupted someone's acceptance speech because he thought he was supposed to win an award as well. That was before Taylor. Taylor was just the straw that broke the camel's back. And I hate him for that too, because he's the reason why we have to deal with Taylor Swift ass. Because you know America loves rallying around a white woman who they feel is a damsel in distress. We see the shit now with Caitlin Clark. Kanye is the reason why we have to deal with Taylor Swift. Like, he's crazy. He is crazy. I think he was lying though, because they already have went to court over the kids. So if it was such a problem, he would have did an appeal, and that didn't happen. Kanye is one of those people who like to just complain just to complain, and then they blame everybody else for the issues that they are going through, even though they put themselves through those issues. You just saw Morpheus complaining that Jay-Z didn't go to Kanye's wedding. And not even an hour later, he's complaining about the woman Kanye married taking his kids from Kanye. So you wanted Jay-Z to go to that wedding that wasn't gonna last, that is now a situation where there's a custody issue and his kids are being taken from him. It's always everybody else's problem and not Kanye West's. It's always what everybody else did or didn't do, but never what Kanye West is participating in. Kanye West is also currently being sued for like 2 different sexual assault incidents. Currently, Kanye was on Twitter talking about free Diddy and that he's assaulted women, he's abused women as well. That's who you standing? Kanye is a Gemini. Morpheus, I am so close to blocking you, and I don't want to do that. I am so close to timing you out. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. Because at this point, I feel like you're trolling. I feel like you're trolling. You've been trolling all night. You've been trolling all night. He never takes accountability, and then his fans defend him like he's been victimized by the entire. You 100%. 100%. Kendrick is also a Gemini who went to fucking therapy. Maybe try that. Good night, cousin. Appreciate you being here. I'm about to take it down as well. Y'all, appreciate y'all for chilling with me. If you know about astrology, Gemini and Sagittarius compatible with Libra. First of all, I'm a Sagittarius, November 28th. The people that I haven't gotten along with the most are Geminis. I have a love and hate relationship with Geminis. But y'all, good night. I hope y'all sleep well. Thank y'all so much to anybody who's left a comment, who's liked this video, who sent in a donation, who became a new member. I appreciate y'all so much. Maybe we'll be back tonight to talk about some tomorrow. Wait. Well, yeah, it's the next day. Tonight to talk about some more shit. But y'all be safe, and I will see y'all in my next upload.
Hey cousin, who you chilling with?
I'm chilling with MONIE.
Hey cousin, who you chilling with?
I'm chilling with MONIE.